Welcome to Wyatt's Guitar Lessons, and this is a full breakdown of Ann Wilson's brand new song, Stars, on the acoustic guitar. I'll show you the strumming, the chord progressions, the chords, as well as break down that piano part on the acoustic guitar for you. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and go down below. Go grab the free chord charts for you. And if you'd like to see the full breakdown or playthrough, check it out right here. And without further ado, let's get into it. So let's begin this breakdown. So originally, this song is in the key of F major. But who really likes to do bar chords? So I'm going to teach you capo 3, 4 chords in the key of D. So let's begin. So the 4 chords you'll need are D major, G major, and for those of you that ask, what I'm doing here is I'm muting my A string, so it's essentially a G power chord, but you do what you want. Any G chord works here. The next chord you'll need is an A major. Then the final chord you'll need is an E minor. And yes, beginners, there are no bar chords here because that's the final one. And so now let's talk about the strumming, because the strumming is just as easy as the chords are. So this song is in 6/8 timing at 75 BPM. So it's not too quick, but it just gets you going a little bit. So the first strumming pattern you'll need, which you can really clearly hear, is just doing 6 down strums. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, I was thinking 4/4 timing there, but this is 6/8, so it's always 6 down strums. Don't make my same mistake there. And then that's the one that you always hear mainly in the verses when you're not doing the little intro part. And so now the second one you'd also want is doing the infamous down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And so using a D chord here, I don't know why I pulled a C out, it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and then you repeat so. And so if you saw my intro part, you'll see the correct timing. That's not the correct timing. So play along with the playthrough or check out the intro part again to really get up to speed. So now I'll show you how to play that cool intro part on acoustic guitar. I don't want you to miss out, so I transposed the piano part to the acoustic guitar, and I'm going to show you how to play it 3 ways. Because when you're jamming, if you're playing along with this song with someone else, you may want to have it in different places. So it's a good tool to have while you can. And so let's begin. And so you know, everything is picked for a beat in the 6/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you follow along with the metronome. And also side note, my capo is going to be the open. I'm not going to count 3, 4, 5. It's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. Just so we're on the same note here. So now the way I play it, when I played it, I went 7, 8, 10 on the B, then I went 10 on the E, to then walk down 10, 8 on the B. And so the way I play it is I take my pointer finger on the 7, middle finger on the 10, on the 8, sorry, and I slide to the 10th with that middle finger, take the ring finger for the 10 of the E, then I walk back down with the middle finger. So repeating that, that'll be. And that's just repeated. You'll hear that a lot in the verse, which then gets into the strumming. So that's option 1. Option 2, you're just going to make that D chord. You're going to think about it as a D chord, and you're going to go 2, 3, 5, all on the E string, come up to the 10th fret, then walk back down 5, 3. And so I'm stretching that one. If you'll see, then I slide, then come back down. So it's not like the one I was showing you earlier. So that'll be. So just something else to keep in mind. Now, if you want to be a little more bassier, what I found is 4-5. So you're going to go 4, 5, 7, 7 on the G. Then you're going to go back 7, 5. So I again do the slide with the middle finger. So. And so this really allows you, if you're playing with someone, to really in the moment choose where you want to play in the sound, and they all work super well with the song. So now that you know this, let me show you the progressions and you'll rock this song. So now let's begin breaking down the progression. So again, I'm going to break it down into little building blocks and then build each part for you. I'll show you the parts. I won't tell you exactly yet what you're supposed to do there, but when I'm building, I'll show you the dynamics and stuff. So let's begin. Progression A is just going to be D major for 2 measures. Progression B is going to be D major for 2 measures, G major for 2 measures, E minor for 2 measures, to G for 2 measures. Progression C is going to be D major for 2 measures, G major for 2 measures, to E minor for 2 measures, to G for a measure, to A for a measure. Progression D is going to be D major for 2 measures, G major for 2 measures, to E minor for a measure, to G for a measure. You can see they're all just little variations here. Then the final one, progression E, is then D major for 2 measures, to G for a measure, to A for a measure. Let's begin building, just like Legos. And so the intro is just doing D major for 2 measures, doing A. So this is where, when you're watching my playthrough, I really just do that. I really just do that over the intro, but if you want to strum, you can. I won't stop you there. Verse 1 is then doing B, so doing the D, G, E minor, G. And so there, the B is going to be where you're going to keep on doing the... Keep on doing that if you'd like. And then the second half of verse 1 is adding on the C, so the D, D, G, G, E minor, G, A. And that's where you'll begin doing the strumming. And so there, you can really hear where he's doing down strums. Sometimes I'll even add an up strum. Even he does that. So do what you want there. The chorus is then C, A. And that's where you'll be full out strumming. The A, though, is really where you'll get back into the intro part. And so you can go back and forth if you'd like with that. Take your pick. Verse 2 is then progression C. And that's where you're full out strumming. He's not stopping there. Chorus 2 is where you're going to be doing progression C. The bridge then, that's where you're going to be strumming the D. But then you get to the final chorus, which is B, E, B. And so what you're going to do there is you're then going to, for the first B, just do that, and then the E, so the D, D, G, A, then another B will be all out strumming. So really take note of when they're doing each thing so you can really play around with those dynamics and play along with the playthrough, and you got the song. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial ultimately helped you out. This song is so much fun to play. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and go down below, grab those free chord charts available for you. Also, check out my full playthrough so that you can play along and get that timing down. And leave a comment down below of any other songs you'd like me to teach. I'll catch you next time. Take care.